Anthony Davis is one of the greatest players of the modern era, and when he gets going, he's literally unstoppable. But that doesn't mean he's perfect either. Davis has had his fair share of embarrassing moments that he'd like for everyone to forget about. Sadly, that's not possible since he's one of the most well-known players in the league. So in this video, we're gonna rank AD's most embarrassing moments. Let's get right into it. Starting off, we have his exchange with Boban Marjanovic at number 10. As we all know, Anthony is a really tall guy. After all, he's just 2 inches shy of being in the 7-foot club. Boban, on the other hand, is a giant, as he's 7'4", and you know what that means. He makes guys such as AD look like they're tiny. In fact, when the two men matched up in April 2018, Marjanovic made AD look like he was a child. Following a foul call, Bobby held the ball high up in the air, and thanks to his insane height and wingspan, not a single person could reach it, not even Davis. It looked like one of those times when an older brother felt like annoying his younger brother by keeping the ball out of reach. The Brow swiped at it with both his hands, but each attempt to take the ball from Boban was unsuccessful. The commentators couldn't believe what they were seeing, but Davis knew he had no choice but to laugh it off. Plus, he's a much better player anyway, so we're sure he's okay with not being as tall as Marjanovic. Next up, we have his foul on Lauri Markkanen at number 9. Davis is one of the best defenders in the league, and that's why he's earned 4 NBA All-Defensive selections, with 2 being for the first team. Plus, he's led the league in blocks 3 times. When an athlete has such terrific defensive accomplishments, we start thinking they can block, or at the very least, guard every shot, but Lauri showed us that this isn't the case. When the Lakers met the Jazz in November 2022, Markkanen drove inside and slammed the ball home with a left-handed dunk. Lauri had AD looking lost, as all he could do was foul him, but that still didn't stop Markkanen from making the shot. This was just a bit before his string of spectacular performances this season. So many fans overreacted and criticized the athlete a lot, with one person saying that the Lakers should have traded him for an actual big man. Another fan remarked that AD stands for all done, before adding that it seems as if Anthony isn't in shape. Following that, we have his ejection at number 8. The Lakers' 2022 campaign was yet another failure, full of embarrassing moments that the squad and their fans would like to bury 10 feet under the ground. One such moment came in November 2021, when Los Angeles matched up against the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls were already up by 20 with around 2:25 left in the third, but things only went from bad to worse for the men in purple and gold. AD attempted to catch a lob from his teammate, but he fell out of bounds and his shoe came off. As he was tying his laces and getting ready for the next possession, the ref didn't pause the contest and let Chicago start things off. Obviously, this angered Davis. He yelled at the official, but that was the worst thing he could have done in the moment, as he ended up getting ejected from the game. Moving on, we have Rui Hachimura's dunk on Anthony at number 7. The 2021 NBA season wasn't one to remember for the Lakers, as they went from being the defending champs to being bounced in the first round of the playoffs. Their season was riddled with embarrassing moments, but this one was just insane. When LA and Washington faced off against each other in April 2021, Rui decided to activate beast mode in the third quarter as he absolutely destroyed AD. The second he got the pass, he rose up for the slam and posterized Davis as if he had a personal vendetta against him. Anthony fell back, hit the stanchion, and held his nose in pain. As we told you earlier, the one-time champ's considered to be a terrific defender by everyone, so fans were obviously surprised to see him get bodied that badly. Now for number 6, we have his comments about Golden State's ring night. The Warriors were set to face off against the Lakers in their season opener for the 2023 season. Prior to the game, Davis told reporters that it's always good to spoil a ring night, implying that he was going to hand the Dubs a loss. Unfortunately for him, that didn't happen, as Steph Curry and the Warriors destroyed the Lakers. Golden State won by 14 points, while AD had an underwhelming outing, and he got cooked by Curry during the game as well. But at this point, he's probably used to that. With about 3:38 left in the fourth, Steph drove inside, where he was met by Anthony, so the point guard went behind his back, then pump-faked Davis before cashing in on the reverse layup. Following the game, Warriors fans made sure to troll AD and the Lakers by thanking him for spoiling ring night. Coming up, we have him missing LeBron's pass at number 5. Sadly for Davis, the game against the Warriors was filled with moments he'd like to forget. At one point in the game, James was bringing the ball up the floor and Golden State doubled him at the perimeter. Anthony was also coming up the floor and he was wide open at the three-point line. LeBron dished a pass to AD, and while it wasn't the best pass, it was still super easy for him to grab it anyway. That didn't happen though, as Davis somehow managed to mess it up and had no choice but to watch the ball roll out of bounds. Not only did the Lakers miss out on an easy chance at 3 points, but they just gave Warriors fans even more ammo to use against them. Fans took to Twitter to laugh at the sequence, with one person saying that LA was already in mid-season form. Then at number 4, we have his shot against the Portland Trail Blazers. As if the Warriors game wasn't embarrassing enough, Davis ended up making a fool of himself just 2 games later as well. With about 7 minutes left in the third quarter, Portland was up by 1, and when LeBron passed the ball to Davis in the left corner, Lakers fans in attendance were treated to one of the worst things that could have possibly happened in that moment. Anthony was wide open for 3, but the second he went for the shot, Jusuf Nurkic didn't even try to guard him and just turned his back on the Lakers big man, signaling that he doesn't respect the Browns' jump shot. Then Davis only made matters worse for himself because he ended up hitting the corner of the backboard, and that is easily one of the most embarrassing things that can happen to any player, let alone a star like Anthony. To make matters worse, the Lakers lost the game too. Fan reactions to the sequence were harsh, to say the least, but that's to be expected at this point since the Lakers have been treated as a joke for a while now. Moving on, we have Karl Anthony Towns bullying Davis at number 3. When LA matched up against the Minnesota Timberwolves back in December 2021, Davis had a night he'll never want to remember. Not only did he have to head back to the locker room twice due to a knee contusion, but he ended up getting humiliated by Cat as well. Towns went to work on AD in the post, and even though Karl Anthony isn't known for being one of the toughest dudes in the league, he destroyed Anthony with his insane post moves. He got the 2 points after converting on the floater, and as if that wasn't enough, he also hit Davis with the too small gesture, adding insult to injury. It was a tough night for the Lakers big man anyway, and Cat just made it even worse. Following that, we have Isaiah Stewart tormenting him at number 2. This was another super embarrassing moment for AD from the 2022 season because the Detroit defense made him look like he was a G League player. Russell Westbrook lobbed the ball to the brow, and when he was going for the dunk, Isaiah Stewart met him at the rim, resulting in his shot getting swatted. But still, that's okay because it's normal to get your attempt blocked once in a while, though unfortunately for Davis, it wasn't just a one-time occurrence. The Lakers had gotten the offensive board after the first block and passed the ball back to AD, who went in for another dunk. Stewart was right there once again and blocked Davis's shot for the second time in just 3 seconds. Just think about it. A one-time champion, a multi-time All-Star who's widely recognized as one of the greatest big men of all time, got denied at the rim twice in just 3 seconds. Yikes! Everyone saw this as the perfect opportunity to further criticize LA and Davis, with one person saying that he'll never be on Giannis Antetokounmpo's level. Luckily for AD though, he ended up getting 2 clutch blocks in a row along with a layup toward the end of the game, so at least he got the last laugh. Finally, we have that video from his Kentucky days at number 1. If you've seen the video, you'll know how insane it is, but if you haven't, here's a quick description. A naked Anthony Davis, who's wrapped in nothing but a towel, can be seen lying on the ground while his teammate spanks him a bunch of times. And get this, that's not even the crazy part. As the camera zooms into his face, we can see the athlete laughing and smiling before yelling, "I love it!" And judging by the fact that he was barely even trying to break free, we'll have to believe his words. Of course, when fans saw the video, they went crazy and couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Unsurprisingly, almost everyone couldn't get over the fact that Davis said he loved the treatment. It's one of the wildest videos you'll see, but it also exposes one major issue, especially in the college locker rooms, which is hazing. That's a wrap for this video. What's the most embarrassing moment of Anthony Davis that you guys can recall? Let us know in the comments below. As always, remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.